I don't know. To me, I'm just
pretty
loose. What do you got? You got even on yours?
I'm pretty even on.
You're pretty even. You know what?
The West might be a little bit tighter actually.
Oh, is that right? See, that East Coast one I had was pretty tight myself. All right, we're gonna give it a push. We're gonna give it a push, both East and West, on the overall construction of the cigar. But we're not done with construction yet. I always like to draw on a cigar before I light it, to see if I get the air coming through.
You definitely feel it with this.
You get a nice draw. So I'm going to give 2 thumbs up on East and West. I think it's a push there. They're both drawing perfect after the cut. The aesthetic look of them. I mean, the construction, they're just phenomenal. You can't fuck with Pepin when it comes to construction. And speaking about what Pepin's doing, I mean, this guy is just, he's on fire. He's crushing an entire fucking industry. Eber, can you switch to the Fuente cabinet? Or what's left of the Fuente cabinet? I mean, guys, my Fuente business, you know, take a look at the cabinet. That entire shelf used to be Fuente. We used to have all of the Hemingway stuff and the short story and the bestseller, top shelf, and the Don Carlos. It's shrinking. I got nobody looking for Fuente anymore. I mean, I'm practically giving this shit away. I'll bring it back over here. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna give it a light. You got your light? Let's go ahead. I'm gonna start off with the East Coast cigar.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna start off with too.
The toasting of the burn here. Let's see what we got going on with this.
What are you looking for? 5 per pack, some for 7 pack.
See that first initial light? I don't care what cigar you're smoking, guys. It's usually the harshest point. It's where, you know, the flame meets the tobacco. You get that initial burn on it. I like to give the cigar about a half to a quarter of an inch down into the burn. So you can really start saying, oh wow, this is going to be some nice flavor, nice tasting cigar.
Yeah, right away you taste the, you know, the Pepin like spice right away, which is so nice.
That's what makes Pepin phenomenal, in my opinion. Every time you smoke a Pepin cigar, you immediately know the taste. And I mean, he makes cigars for Padilla. He makes cigars for Eric and Eddie at EO Brands. The phenomenal 601, that box press. Everything this guy makes, whether it's his box press, the Connecticut, or the Havana wrapper.
His own brand even.
Yeah, even his own brand, from the black label, the white label, the blue label, all of Pete Johnson stuff, the Tatuaje. Even though they're all different, because I hope you agree with me, they all are different. It's very hard to explain. Pepin has kind of like Padron. Padron, you immediately taste. I could blindfold you and put a Padron in your mouth. Compared to any cigar, you know it's a Padron. They have their own distinct flavor.
Yeah, right away.
And that's what I think it takes. Even Fuente did it for years. I mean, Fuente pioneered with his own distinct flavor, especially with the Opus. Nothing tastes like an Opus.
No, you can even the aroma that it gives off, you can just tell right away what it is. I mean,
exactly. And with Pepin stuff, everything tastes Pepin, but not all the cigars taste the same.
Yeah, they all have their own special quality to them.
It's amazing, and that's what blows my mind. And now he's making the cigar for Ashton, San Cristobal.
Yeah.
He's making the San Cristobal for Ashton. I mean, this guy just never seems to amaze me. Cigar after cigar after cigar, he's constantly coming out with, and he's constantly reinventing himself, but he still has his own touch.
Like a signature to it.
His own signature to the cigar. What do you think so far?
I love this cigar. This is one of my favorite cigars.
Really?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, well, you know, as you smoke through the rest of it, you get a whole bunch of different flavors. But right now, the initial flavor is just really nice, like a cedar and maybe like a peppery taste to it.
It did start off with a nice little peppery taste, but it's also sweet.
Yeah, yeah. You have a hint of the sweetness.
In the background, you get a hint of sweetness to it.
It's like showing you what's going to come, basically. That's really.
Yeah, and we're going to leave it right there, and we're going to come right back to you, and we're going to come to the body of the cigar, and we're going to let you know what we think at the body. You know what I do want to do? Oh, don't cut that off. Let's light up
the West.
The Occidentalado. I want to give the West a fair shot.
Yeah, that's that intro.
I really want to give the West a fair shot. I love my West Coast peeps. You guys do a lot of ordering from me out there, and I'll tell you what, this cigar impressed the hell out of me when we got it. And I was truly amazed at how they can really make cigars that have similar tobaccos
It tastes so
and
different.
tastes so different.
Yeah, it's
I
amazing.
mean, tell us a little bit about the wrapper on the cigar.
I believe it's a Cafe Rosado Oscuro, which is a little different than the normal Havana blend, which I think is just a Cafe Rosado. But you know, he wanted to do something special for this, and it definitely worked. I mean, it's definitely real special cigar. Something that you know, not many people could like compare with this.
I'll tell you what, right from the start, I can immediately taste the strength difference.
Yeah. Oh, right away.
Right away. This is a little bit, it's definitely fuller, with more peppery taste. This is a very, very smooth cigar.
Yeah, very light, but very flavorful. You still got the
flavor, smooth and light. You got that flavor, smooth and light. And this part of the rating here, I like to call this the burn. I try to get a grade, a judgment on how the actual cigar is burning. You know, we toast the outside of it, we get it to burn evenly, but you got to leave the rest up to the craftsmanship of the cigar. And I think, once again, why Ashton is paying Pepin millions of dollars to make this on Cristobal is because nobody could craft a cigar like this. I mean, I don't want to say nobody. Old Man Padron is a phenomenal crafter. You know, you got Padron and then there's everybody else. But then I think the close runner-up is Pepin. And,
real close runner-up.
You know what I really admire? I mean, you know Pete. I think you've met Pete here. He is involved in every friggin' aspect of this cigar.
Yeah, even the
I mean,
naming of it.
you see how retarded I can be about cigars, and I know you're a retard over cigars. But Pete is fucking retarded when it comes to cigars.
So I mean, you could read his interviews in his new magazine. Even he goes right into it.
Little shout out to Cigar Press. I wanted to throw this in here, guys. I haven't seen a magazine so informative in my life within this industry, and kudos to you guys out there. I don't know the name of the guy who's doing this. I wish I knew his name, but I know he's a friend of Pete's, and God bless you for doing this. This is a phenomenal job, and I wish you well, and you got our support over here on the East Coast in Florida, and I'll make sure my friends up in New York can do the best they can to promote it for you out there. But I'm going to go ahead and give this some time to smoke down,